thicknessing jig with some different inserts in it. I'll take out and use for different stages on the chopsticks. Little wedges made from old practice chopsticks. Things of that sort. It's pretty simple. Just has some rails that the plane can run on. And I can vary the angle and the thickness of the work like that. And it screws into the bench top. Get that in there real quick. And this ramp is set up to take 1 centimeter square blanks. So I'm going to mark off a bunch of 1 centimeter square pieces out of this piece of black walnut and go over to the bandsaw and cut them all out. Alright, I got all my 1 centimeter square, about 9 inches long blanks. Cut out some sapel as well. That rhymed. So, get this all put away here. And get the blanks jigged up here, ready to go. So this first one that I'm putting in is just flat, and I routed out a 1 centimeter wide little channel to hold the blank in place. I use these old chopsticks as wedges to hold everything together. And we'll go ahead and just hold on. I'm looking for one that's kind of square here. Shove it in the channel. And the plane I'm using is just a low angle block plane, I guess. It's about 10 inches long that I put together. It happens to fit right in between those two little pieces there. Take it down until I get all the saw marks out of each side. Keep flipping it. Edge here. Alright. So now I've got a pretty much perfectly square 1 centimeter blank. I don't know if that even shows up on the camera. Now what I'm going to do is taper it down on 2 sides. And the way I have this piece wedged in here, it's higher up at this end than it is down at this end. So it'll be a narrower cut down here. Look for which way the grain is going on this. Go this way. Basically, I'm just going to go down until I can't take any more down with the plane because of the stops on my jig. Usually takes a couple of minutes, maybe. The plane doesn't get clogged. Flip it over just because I feel like it. Take that off to the side. And just go until it bottoms out on the jig. You'll be able to hear it in a minute here when it stops cutting. Alright, so now what I do is take another piece of a chopstick, now that it's tapered. I think you can see the taper on there, on two sides. We're going to taper it down on the other two. Get a brush out of here. This goes pretty quickly from here on. Not that didn't. Okay, just get that chopstick wedged in there. Take the plane again. Take a little bit down on that side. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. Wedge it in again. Doesn't move around on me. Until it bottoms out. And here, when it stops cutting again, now it's got square on both ends and it's tapered down. So what I'm going to do is pull this little rail out and put this one in, which has a groove cut down the middle of it that holds the chopstick in there like that. So this way I can add the octagonal shape to it. I'm going to reverse my taper on the jig, so I'm going to put the fat end back at the back here. We're going to put the short end at the front. I'm going to wedge it in there the same way with an old chopstick. Pretty much the same way. That doesn't move around on me. Take my chopstick here and put it in that groove. And I usually take about 8 to 10 strokes on all four sides like this. And it gives it a nice 8-sided shape to it. Sometimes the plane will bottom out. That's pretty much what you want. And you just go around the chopstick. Take an even number of strokes. Try to get an even number of strokes. More or less want to make sure that it visibly is even on the stick. The last side here. There we go. Alright, I don't know if you can really see it too well on the camera. See if I can hold it up correctly. It's an 8-sided shape there, and it kind of tapers down to a square at this end. And there's your chopstick. Oh boy. Now add inlay and whatever else you want to do.